Hello, my little blossoms. Welcome back to a weekly reading. As you can see, today I will be using the Arcana cards. It's from, a game, but I just love the art style. And, it's also, I don't know, I just love using them a lot more. But anyways, I know it's on a Monday. So as you all know, when I said I would do it on a Sunday mostly of the time. But problem was that I had a heck of a lot to do on the weekends, so I couldn't do it. Um, but anyways, since I'm starting off today, instead of like today, it's going to be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday till next week Monday. And I know, because you going to do them on Sundays mostly of the time. Um, so I will try this week Sunday to do it again. Because sometimes things change when you're reading something. Um, and so I hope Yeah, there. As you can see, they are a heck of a lot bigger for my hands. I have small hands. Super duper sorry about that. Let's see what kind of cards that you guys have today. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one separately because most of the time when cards fall out, it has like an extra meaning. Um, but anyways, let's see what kind of cards you will get for that week, right? Also, you see how unsticky they are? I'm like bapping them so much just to get them separated. Let me do that again because for some reason they're super sticky today. Like, usually they're really, really great to separate, but for some reason today they just are not feeling it today. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit messy. It doesn't matter actually. Now let's see what type of cards that we have for you today. The first one is the Knight. Yeah, I'm going to lay them a little bit differently because the last time I tried to lay them in a specific way and my table isn't that big. So anyways, the Knight of Swords. So yeah, I'm so sorry if I'm sounding loud. I'm still getting used to this microphone. I'm not used to having this microphone. So I'm very sorry about that. Um, the Knight of Swords feels more like you're going to have to take initiative for something that you feel like you should be doing. Like, I don't know, it feels like more like you have to take initiative because it feels more like you let other people take initiative most of the time, and it feels like you're like left in the dark. Um, and this is for Tuesday, right? It feels more like a day that you have to take initiative because most of the time you let others do it, and then you feel left in the dark. And on that day, it feels more like you should do it. It also means that you have a lot of freedom to take the initiative and be proactive with the initiative. But though be as it may, you still have to keep yourself in check because um sometimes when you're like on on a free leash, I would say. You tend to let your emotions go as well, which is in my part not a really good thing, because sometimes you can say or do things that you don't want to say, like it can be hurtful. So I would advise you, on that day, take initiative, but be in control of, of your own actions, of your own emotions, and make sure that even though you're taking initiative, that you do not forget that there are also other people out there that can help you, um, but that you don't clash with these people, because I feel like these people always helped you in the past, and if you clash with them, it's kind of like they will remember it for the next time you ever take initiative, and they'll be like, whoa, okay, they're taking initiative again, watch out, they're going to say some stuff and do something people don't like. So anyways, your Wednesday card is the Six of Wands, and I'm so sorry, sometimes I just need to with these ciphers, Roman ciphers. On that day, it feels like you're going to have a very positive and, oops, sorry, a very positive day. And you're going to feel proud of yourself because you finished something that you probably wanted to do like for such a long, long time. Um, or maybe it's just something you recently did, but you're going to feel proud of it, and it's going to be like a very positive day. Though, however, there will be some jealous people, or some people who just don't like it when you do something and it makes you happy. It's not something they do on purpose. It's just like human nature. But I would say, watch out for those types of people if you do. Just make sure that you don't go into a conflict with them. It's more like just be on your toes a little bit. You can be proud of what you do, but don't boast about it too much, because then those types of people will try and ruin that moment for you. So be advised, you can be proud. It's going to be a positive day for you, but still watch out for those who want to ruin that day for you. uh this is the Lover's card, and this is for Thursday. You see how beautiful. Sorry. I just love the art style. Um so Thursday is going to be like a day where you do things step by step. Um like doing them one by one, step by step. And you're going to feel like you did something independent, because for some people it might be like a surprise that they did something on their own, because they might have relied on other people to do it for them mostly of the time. But it's going to be like one of those independent days, where you're going to do something on your own time. Like, I'm going to tell you this, on your own time, step by step. Like, I know if you're like going to work and you need to work, it's going to be like a quick process, but this is more like a private type of thing where you do something at your own time, or just like outside. It doesn't matter. It's going to be you that's going to do it, and you're going to be surprised that you did it alone, because I feel like whoever, or if it matches with who you are, is going to be more like a oh, I did it alone, and I can do things alone. I don't always need somebody with me with that. So it's going to be a more sunny. I'm not saying like the weather type of thing, I'm just saying that it's going to be like a feeling as if, the sun is shining on you. It's going to give you warmth and you're going to smile more. It's going to be a good day for those types of people. Then you have the King of Cups, which is for Friday. Um, with the King of Cups, it's more like you're going to be on that day like a beacon of power or strength for the people around you. And you might be surprised because if you're kind of like me, you're not really that type of, you're not really a leader, but sometimes when it comes to it, you can be. But it's going to be like one of those things that when they do need someone to rely on or to take charge, you're going to be that type of beacon for them, a beacon of power and of strength for them, and then they will absolutely follow you with whatever you do, or just follow your advice. But you're just going to be there for the people around you. And it's not only like work related or like taking charge. It feels more like you're going to be like a specific powerful beacon for that, for the people around you, the people around you, or for that one type of person that actually needs it the most. Um, I also feel like you're going to have a few people that admire you for this, because they probably never seen you act like this, or do something like this before. It can also have like, I don't know, I feel like there like a lot of positive things, but I also feel like there will be some downers, like people who see things negatively, and or people who will try to challenge you, like when you say something that makes sense to do and is possible to do it, but there are some people who were going to challenge you by saying like, oh, but this and that and that and this. And with these types of people, you just have to be like calm and positive, and be more like, oh yeah, you know what, maybe we should think about it, and maybe include them, just include them, because then they'll feel like they're seen, or maybe their words matter, and then they'll clash with you less if you just do that. I know, like, you feel like you don't want to, but just do it. It will it will save you a lot of time and effort when it's dealing with these people. This is for your Saturday. This is the Four of Swords. Um, for the Four of Swords, it feels like, like at the end of the week, you're feeling so exhausted, and you feel like you worked so hard. And it's finally like, it's not for everybody, of course, because some people will have to work on those days. But know that if you have an early shift, or you have like a late shift, just take the hours, or before your shift starts, to take a little bit of peace and rest, and so you can be recharged again before you have to go to work. But for others who don't have to work, and you worked like an entire week already, it will feel like a welcoming gift for you, like you can finally take some rest and peace and quiet, and you feel like after, like a hard days of work, you earned it. But I am also going to have to warn you that if there are issues like with your body, or you're like, you exhausted your resources, I would advise you, and that's just an advice, to go, um like, if it's a serious thing, I would advise you to see a doctor as quickly as possible. If it's something as simple as you need to rest, then just take the rest, don't push yourself further. um this is the world, so this is for Sunday. um for Sunday, the world, it feels like, like you're recharged, and it feels like you have new, how do you say this, new possibilities, sorry, new possibilities for you that you can do, and you have like creative visions and everything. But, and this is a but, if it's something you want to do like creatively, and there's like a bunch of projects that you want to do, write them down, please. Like, absolutely write them down before you forget, or when you start something new. I would absolutely just advise you to use your creative spree, to finish old projects and write down the new ones. Because even though you feel like, oh, I should work on the new ones, it's it's going to work against you. Like, I'm speaking out of experience. It will work against you. Like, you can sometimes put the old one aside, and do something else. uh, but I would still advise you to finish the old one that you started before starting a new one. So this is going to be like your Monday. Like, I will do a Sunday reading for the new week, so it could be a different card, when Sunday arises. But this is the Nine of Swords. Um, the Nine of Swords is on a Monday, and it feels like, like, oh, it's Monday, like, oh, I need to work again. And you're going to be like, why did my weekend go so fast? You're going to feel like a lot of emotions. If you're like on work, I would suggest, you can let it a little bit out, but not a lot, because that would be not that great for you, I would say, unless it's like with people that you trust, and you worked with them for a long time. You can talk about it with them, and maybe they can help you release some of those emotions or relieve them. But if you're like at home and you don't need to work, just let them have its free course, so that it will go away faster, because a high keeping them bottled up is not a really good thing. As for your extra cards, as I can see right now, this is a tower, and I believe this is the star, the tower and the star. I'm so sorry. Sometimes with these Roman figures, I just need to think really hard. So this is just I believe, like an extra warning. So the tower means that something very powerful will happen in your life. Like, it's like, I'm absolutely forgetting the word for the moment, so going to cheat a little bit. Oh, there we go, drastic. What would I do without translating? um so it's going to be like a drastic kind of, something drastic will happen. Like, it feels like you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be, I don't know, like, it's so powerful, overwhelming, and it's going to cause tension and stress and everything. and your emotions are going to be like all over the place. That's how I feel like it's going to be very chaotic. But with the star, I feel like that even though it's happening, you still have to feel and keep the hope inside of you. Um, so that you won't, uh, sorry, so that you won't get all overwhelming. Like you can still let your emotions out, but don't let the chaos drive you into a dark corner, and just keep the hope that things will be better, things will go better, and don't forget that you're not alone. Like there's so much positivity around you. Don't let the chaos drive you into the deep dark corner. Um, I will do another one, like extra reading with the angel oracle cards in a second or so. Here we are with the angel oracle cards, my little blossoms. I'm going to use this one to give I know, sorry, to get a little bit more explanation on, you know, on the week that's going to come. No, that it's already happening, sorry. Me and my bloopers. I'll still let them in because, I'm not that tech savvy, so I'm still working on how to do better, but hey. Okay. Uh, I'm feeling like it's going to be 6 cards. There we go. We have 6 cards. So, sorry. The first card is Eternal Light of Love. What I'm feeling is that this week is more about not only giving love, like it's it's not actually love, it's more like giving positive vibes or positive emotions towards other people, and they will give them back to you. Of course, there are not going to be a lot of other people that do that because they have their own situations and everything. So they're, everybody can feel how they want to feel. But if you can just give them some positivity and they'll give you back. That's mostly how it works. Sometimes you don't get back, but sometimes it helps those people to actually, feel better um, in their own days or weeks. It also will help you get a more warm and welcoming feeling for the coming days. Kind of like it's kind of like you're opening your heart a little bit more, and letting in the light and the warmth that you need, to sustain yourself, because nobody likes it when your entire week is filled with only negative emotions, because it only tires you out. So what I'm feeling here is just like it's kind of like a cycle of giving and receiving here. The next one is power. Like, with the giving and the receiving, you feel a lot more powerful, and a lot more reassured of what you're doing, kind of like getting more assertive. No, not assertive. Giving, what is the word again? Like, this is why I sometimes cheat by looking things up, but I'm not even sure what the words in my own language is, so I can't cheat at the moment. um, Holy cannoli. It's oh, there we go. Sorry. It's like letting your feet plant sturdy on the ground, so you won't be able to be swayed by negative emotions or other people's negative thoughts or replies. And it feels more like it's coming from inside of you and it's working all the way outside. Like, you kind of have to see like this sword is jammed inside of the crystals, correct? Like, I hope you can see it correctly here, like here. So it's jammed in there, so it means that you're going to be a lot more sturdy, a lot more balanced, and the light is from inside of you and it's working its way outside of your body, so it can also protect you, but also you make you feel more happy and make you feel more warm, and as if you can go against all of the negativity and the darkness that surrounds your your surroundings or your workplace or wherever it is. It's there, but you can fight against it with your own positive power. The other one is the third one is light, which is, it's also corresponding, which means that you will see your surroundings more in a more colorful blah, 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 what was that, colorful and more bright way, instead of the dark somber things. Well, it's I know, like, people say, like, when you're sad the color vanishes or like it becomes dull and you can't see the color as well, or you can't see the world in the lighter way. um but here it says you can, and you will feel, once again, all that warmth, and the world will give you that warmth as well, even when it's raining or snowing or whatever type of weather it is. You will feel it, even though it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just like looking at something like nature or wherever you're living, even if it's like in the city. Sometimes when you look at something and it makes you smile or makes you feel all warm and fuzzy, that's also a good thing, because it's once again giving you that warmth that you need, and it makes you feel more free. Like, not going to float kind of free, but more like it makes you feel more free and more confident in yourself as to what you want to do, or whatever you're planning to do. This one is believing in dreams. Like, like I said, you will get more confident and in whatever you do, which also enhances your, well, not, believe. It can be anything actually, but this is more like believing in yourself, believing in the plans that you're, wow, I'm kind of spitting here. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to spit. Believing in your dreams, in your plans, whatever it is, it you can do it. It just, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the dream that you want, you know in the dreams that you want to have, um or get, or planning to have, maybe. But you kind of have to just believe in yourself. You can do whatever you want as long as you believe in yourself. Of course, there's going to be like people like, oh, what about money? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's why you have to believe in yourself. Like, if you want something to be done, you have to believe in yourself and take the necessary steps to make it all come true. Like, even if it's like the smallest itty bitty bitty step that you have to take, doesn't matter. You can do it. I feel like, like a lot of positive things here. This card is called Harmony. Um, because it feels more like you're finally starting to harmonize yourself, harmonize those feelings of, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm bumping against stuff again. Um, you it's such a nice feeling, like you're bringing everything into balance in your life, with yourself, with your emotions, with what you want to do, with everything. And the thing is that because you're getting yourself into balance, even though you don't see it, some people will not see it or know of it. This is just, I don't know, you will definitely show it in some sort of way to other people who will notice it, and they will like it because they're like, oh, well, that person is smiling, that person is more active, is she or he or they or them, they feel so much different, makes me feel like if they can do it, I can do it. Like, it's kind of like you are getting yourself into balance and you're giving that energy all around you, like giving it to other people as well. Some will pick up from it, some won't pick up on it. It depends from person to person. Your last card is fulfilling, which means, I'm so sorry, which means that you're finally going to work on something that makes you feel more fulfilled in your life, or that you finally fulfilled something that you wished for so long and didn't get. And I'm also very sorry for the noise in the backgrounds, neighbors, and because it's also warm weather, there's going to be ice cream course, so I'm not sure if you can hear it, but anyway, so you're going to fulfill something you wanted for so long, and you waited for it because you waited so patiently, and finally it's there. It's done, or it's like waiting for you to do it. Like, for some people, it feels like it's already there, and you just need to do it, and then you will feel the fulfillment in your life. But there, for others, it feels like you already did it and you feel so much lighter, like the doors are like opening for you, they're welcoming you, like, to go on to that next part of your life. It's I don't know, it feels like you're finally doing what you wanted to do, and that's a good thing. um and this time I'm hoping you will do it, and that you're feeling a lot more positive. If this is all connecting to you, doesn't matter if it's this part of the tarot reading or whatever it is, doesn't matter if some parts connect to you, then that's good. I'm also saying this is just, even though I'm telling you all of this is just more like what I'm seeing, and it's more like advice kind of thing, or maybe like, just don't take it too seriously, because I know there's people out there that will take it so seriously that they actually make it happen. And I just want people to know that you can do whatever you want. Even though I said this, you can have a totally different path as well. I hope you enjoyed it, my little blossoms, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.